All right, YouTube, Baseball Card Man 92 here. We're going to do the fourth part of this showcase. So this is going to be a longer video because I'm going to try and put it all together. It's just going to be what it is. So first off, these are what I consider my main PCs. These are non-player PCs, so these are still cards that I really like and are in my collection. But they don't line up with any of my active player PCs. So the people, the single players that I'm going for. So we're going to start off with my current game use PC. So these are cards I've either pulled or bought since getting back into collecting, 2 or 3 years ago. We'll just go through them all here. Max Muncy jersey, pulled that. Freddie Freeman jersey. This Catfish Hunter out of 100, picked that up in Cooperstown. Evan Longoria, that was in Cooperstown. I pulled this in Coop. I think that as well. Not sure about the Yelich. The Judge I did pull. This I got at, the Valley Sports Cards. Picked that up for $5 before he went away on us. Raleigh Fingers out of 50. Robin Yount. Another Devers that I picked up for $5. Cal Ripken. Arenado. Acuna. Another Dancing Dodger, Freddie Freeman. Christian Yelich. Patrick Bailey. And love these City Connect color match O'Neal Cruz. I pulled that one as well. So I was going to PC Pedroia, still might at some point, so that's why we have a handful of these. Nice jersey there. Davis Schneider out of 25, I pulled that. Zach Greinke also pulled. Bendy Tendies, I think I got that in a mystery pack. These were from Coop. That guy, I can't pronounce his name. Billy Williams. Brooks Robinson, I had this, but I gave it back to dual grade, and I think I picked it up that year in Coop again. Kerstad pulled. Profar. Kenny Lofton I pulled from Allen and Ginter. And Troy Tulowitzki. Honestly don't remember where I got that. Maybe a mystery pack. I was big into those when I got back into collecting. Roger Clemens. I love Harmon Killebrew. Not from the 08 Heroes, but still Heroes. Gunnar Henderson, Mike Trout, Ronald Acuna, Aaron Judge. I think I pulled all three of those from the same Allen and Ginter, so that was a great box. Aaron Nola, and the Nasty Nestor with the pinstripe. So those were all the current game used cards in my PC from this collection, this round of collecting. Next, we'll go through everything else. So these are the autos from the collection. So Oscar Colas, Luis Heel, V-Mart, Josh Hader, Dusty Shaker. Give a little shake for that one. Dan Herron, Cutter Crawford. That's got a pretty bad bit of damage, but Papelbon. Brian De La Cruz, I just like that one. Shane Bieber. Clark Schmidt, pulled that out of a CVS pack. Will Wagner. Oscar Gonzalez and James Outman. Logan Webb. AJ Puck, this was the first auto I pulled back into collecting. And then the best pull I've had to date, Ellie De La Cruz out of 50 auto. That's one of those ones. Part of me wishes I just sold it when I pulled it because it's not worth half what it was back with the hype of him as a rookie. But at the same time, that's one of those that I feel like I just had to keep because that could be worth a ton more in coming years. All right, so next we're gonna go to my old PC. So this is the PC that I had back when I worked at the baseball card shop from like, I don't know, 12 to 18 or so. This is just one card on top. It is graded Beckett, Ichiro. Just a nice card. We'll go through the jerseys first, then the autos of just the mid cards, and then we'll go through the best of the best. Pedro, Baldelli, Andrew Jones, Vernon Wells out of 100. Josh Johnson, jersey auto. Miggy, man, that's a throwback. I forgot I had that. Bowman Sterling. Michael Young, Bowman Sterling. BJ Upton. What was that? Gaudy. Johan Santana. Mark Teixeira. Travis Schneider. I don't know why that one's in there, but I guess I liked it at the time. Brandon Webb and Josh Beckett. This is one of my favorite Beckett cards. I don't know why. Just good design on the card with the colors, I guess. All right, next stack. That was way too many cards. All right. Prince Fielder, Albert Pujols. Is that A-Rod? Yep, A-Rod. Nomar. Also love that card. Pujols and Eno Slaughter. Dusty P. Is that Vernon Wells or Michael? Oh, that's Miggy. Huh, I didn't realize that was a Miggy card. From 2005, that's a nice one. Chris Carpenter from New Hampshire. That's a piece of grass, which I thought was kind of neat. Michael Young and Jose Reyes out of 75. PV and Webb. And Don Sutton and Webb. And then Clemente. That's the manufactured patch, obviously, but I still like it. So, Brian McCann. Derek Jeter with the pinstripe. Brian Roberts. Ryan Braun. Man, one of my all-time favorite cards. Roberto Clemente, Vlad Guerrero. Just all-timer. Both incredible right fielders. Cannons for an arm. Hunter Pence back when he was big. Josh Johnson. Robinson Cano. Josh Beckett. I think this is a 6-way of the Expos. I just like that card. It's neat that they did that. Java Chamberlain. Nomar and Pedro. And Big Poppy. About a third of the way through. A lot of cards in this PC. Mike Lowell. John Lester. Curtis Granderson. McCutcheon, which is crazy that he's still around. Cole Hamels. Matt Latos. One of my favorite. I like this card a lot too. That blue Justin Morneau. Jacoby. Uke. Alex Gordon. Adam Jones. Jose Reyes. And Cal Ripken. Keep grabbing too many cards. Jason Bay. Dan Ugla, Carlton Fisk, Frank Robinson, Johnny Bench, Carl Crawford, Cliff Lee, Brandon Webb. I really love that design. That's one of those sets that I may end up buying a complete set of just to have. I think it's neat. Kurt Schilling, Dion, Primetime. What was that? Papelbon to 99. Delgado. Zambrano. Jacoby. Jeter. Tulowitzki. Khalil Green and Cal Ripken. Miggy and D-Train. And then Posada with a pinstripe. So, man, I love this collection. Super fun to go through. So next are my autos. So these, Dusty Shaker. These are my second best autos, so not a main PC, but just autos that I liked. Jason Worth, Jeff Baker. I'm going to speed through these because, yeah, Tyler Colvin, Sharon Martise, Johnny Giovitella, Sawyer Carroll. That was out of 50. Micah Velas, Bailey, Ugla, Melvin Mora, Nick Markakis. I actually like that one. Ian Disman, Luke Montz, Kia Kaiui. I know he was a big prospect back in the day, but never panned out. Connor Glisp, James McDonald, Micah Velas. I like that one. Chipper, prospect, Fowler, Brock Holt. That's a sick card. Neil Walker, damn. Ryan Kalish, he didn't turn out to be anything. Neftali Feliz, Andre Ethier, Tommy Hansen. That was another one. Tommy Hansen's cards used to be insane. Marco Scudero, Aubrey Huff, Lars Anderson, another one. Cervelli. What was that? Kobe Rasmus, maybe? And Coughlin, Chris Coughlin. So those are my autos. So we're going into the main PC, best of the best. These are my top favorite cards. There's a whole row of them. So what are we, 11 minutes in? Sit back and enjoy. Quad color. The iconic quad color patch from Craig Biggio. Evan Longoria, rookie auto. Carlos Lee, just a ton of colors. Those are some nasty patches. Randy Johnson, another nasty patch. A logo patch of Jeff Francoeur. And the MLB logo of, I think, Rocco Baldelli. One of my favorite things. I love a chunky patch. My second greatest pull, Mickey Mantle bat. 7 out of 7. I still remember that day like it was yesterday. Carl Crawford, big patch. Chipper Jones, big patch. Roger Maris. Mark Pryor. Kurt Schilling. 2004, I love that they caught that whole thing in that Jose Reyes. Let's see, who is this? Carlos Beltran, Barry Larkin, Michael Young, BJ Upton, out of 85. Weird numbering. One of my favorite sets. I love this Tools of the Trade. Steve Carlton, Granderson, auto, Carlos Pena, patch. One of the all-time greats. Buster Posey, Gordon Beckham. It's crazy that Posey became the good one, even though Beckham was the hyped one, for sure. Carl Crawford, Jesse Litch, Alex Gordon, auto, Jim Thome, Mike Schmidt, Reggie Jackson, triple swatch out of 15, 3 Hall of Famers. Just lots of good cards back in the day. I feel like stuff isn't quite like what it used to. Jason Hayward and Strasburg. Harry Dickey, big old patch. I had to pick this up after he had that great year. His knuckleball was just hitting. Or I guess not hitting. Papelbon auto. David Wright, rookie, even though that's all dinged up. Prince Fielder. Victor Martinez. Ian Kinsler auto. Adrian auto. Aramis Ramirez, big old patch. And Nick Markakis, 4 patch. Russell Martin, nice patch card. Dice K, Beckett, Schilling patch. BJ Upton, Rick Porcello. I didn't know I had that. Kevin Euclid. That was one of my favorite cards. David Wright, auto. BJ Upton. Or no, that's Justin Upton. Pablo Sandoval, auto. Alfonso Soriano. Clay Buchholz, rookie auto. AJ Burnett and Annabelle Sanchez, both patch. Ken Griffey, jersey. Ricky Henderson. I pulled this out of a mystery pack. It was $1 mystery pack back in the day. The Freak. Yaz, Sweet Spot Auto. I paid 20 bucks for that back in the day. Luis Mendoza and Jacoby Ellsbury rookie auto. Matt Gamble, Pete Rose. This is definitely in my top 5. Same with this of cards pulled. Cal Ripken auto. Trevor Hoffman. Josh Beckett. I like that they had a bat in that one. Starling Castro. Ben Sheets. Jose Bautista. Nolan Ryan. Cole Hamels. And this is another one. This was my first big pull. Soriano, Jeter, Matsui, and Giambi. But this was back in 04. That was worth 150 bucks when I pulled it. Who knows what it is now. But Scott Kazmir. Ortiz out of 10. John Lester. Love to see through again. Delman Young, BJ Upton. Justin Smoke. Hanley Ramirez. Big old bat of Randy Johnson. And Neftali Feliz. Dusty Shaker. Back again. Mike Moustakas. Johnny Pesky auto. Greg Olson. I just like that because it's out of 5. And Dustin Pedroia. So that's the old main PC in its entirety. Some really nice cards in there. But that's that video. That's 17 minutes. We'll catch you on another one. Next up is 2008 Baseball Heroes. And that's going to be split into 2 parts. All right, catch you guys.